Hey folks, Thomas here. Welcome back to Mears Lab. In today's episode, we're out for another adventure on the Coleman Mini Trail Bike, and today we're headed to Strathgartney Provincial Park on Prince Edward Island. Here's the rig that we're taking out for an adventure today. This is my Coleman BT200X Mini Trail Bike. It's got these big knobby tires, big bright sweet chrome headlight, a 200cc engine, and a top speed of about 32 kilometers an hour, and a range of, I don't know, maybe 60 to 80 kilometers, give or take. Here's the rear brake. It doesn't have any brake for the front tire. I made this sweet wooden box for the back of the bike. I can pack all of my stuff in it and hang some things off the side of it. Now I wired up a light to the back of it here, so that whenever I turn the bike on, it runs this back light. I added this side view mirror as well too, and I use it all the time. It's really great for checking if there's any cars coming behind me. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and we're starting our adventure here at Bluefield School, which is pretty much right in the middle of Prince Edward Island, and Strathgartney Provincial Park is about a 12-kilometer drive from here. So I think that'll maybe take about 45 minutes or so. Let's get started. Welcome to the back roads of Prince Edward Island. Yeah, pretty quiet out here, except for that one car that just drove by. It's actually pretty stormy out here. Hurricane Lee is on its way, although I don't really think it's much of a hurricane anymore. And I also don't want to jinx myself, knock on wood. I think it's just a tropical storm now. Well, not just a tropical storm, but it's a... Sorry about all the wind noise. There's not much I can do about that. I'm trying out a few settings on my GoPro to see if it can help out a little bit. So hopefully you can hear me okay. Yeah, it's really beautiful out here. Hope you can see off in the distance all the nice rolling hills. It's not raining too bad. It's gonna rain quite a bit later, I think, though. Alright, we're just about to get started on a dirt road here, and that's what this bike is all about. That is what it is made for, folks. This is gonna be so much fun. Oh boy, I hope you can feel I hope you can get a feel for what it's like at home through the camera lens here, because oh man, this is so much fun out here. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Take a look at that dirt road up there. Yeah, we're about to go down that dirt road. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And that is what this trail bike right here is made for. That is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to get going. All right, let's get started. Normally drive on the road like this, and I certainly wouldn't recommend anybody else drive on the road. However, This is a really quiet dirt road in the middle of absolutely nowhere in the backwoods of Prince Edward Island, and I don't think that anybody's gonna mind. And I've got all kinds of safety gear on the bike as well too, like my lights in the mirror, so I can keep a good eye on what's coming up and down the road. Look at this here. This is beautiful. There's all kinds of these streams all along the back roads of Prince Edward Island. I bet that would be a great spot to go fishing, right down there. Stand right over there on the bank. I don't have my rod with me right now. If I did, I'd be tossing some hooks in there. You know it. Gotta be careful here. There's some really, really deep ruts all over the place. So right there, right here where I am right now. All these ruts are caused from the rainwater. Our soil that we have here, it's full of clay. That's why it's red. And lots of iron as well too. Anyhow, yeah, so the rainwater washes it away really easily. Pair of boots hanging up on that stop sign. Hey, so if anybody's watching and you lost your boots, they're hanging up here on this stop sign on the Quinn Road. The intersection of the 240. I just saw something really cool right down there. Let's go check it out. Turn off the bike here for a second. Oh, look at this right down here in the ditch. Oh, just jump right down here. Look at that, chanterelles, right there. I'm gonna pick some. Cool. Look at that. There's some more right over there. Right over there too. Nice, look at that. All right, just pick that. There. I'm not gonna eat it until I know for sure what it is, but I'll take these home. Cool. I think it's a chanterelle. You know what, on second thought, I think I'm gonna leave them. Look like the bugs got to them. Look at that one. Look at that one over there. A couple of nice ones there. Look at that one. Yeah, I think I'll just leave them for the animals, or somebody else. There's a bunch of other little teeny tiny mushrooms over here. These are the ones. You can find all kinds of neat stuff along the side of the road. That's one of the things I love about riding the trail bike, is it's the pace that you are riding around at. It's you know, it's not as fast as a car, and it's faster than a bike, and so you really tend to soak in your surroundings, and it really piques my curiosity quite a bit when I'm out there on the bike. This is a sort of a tricky area to ride right here, because there's a really steep drop off. Probably goes down about, oh, I don't know, 5 meters or so. And there's not a lot of room here beside the road. And also the grass is pretty high, so I gotta watch out for potholes, and I gotta drive a really narrow path, so I'll usually drive at a slower speed in areas like this. I handle obstructions that are on the side of the road, like mailboxes and stuff like that. First thing I do is I have a look at my side view mirror, make sure there's no cars coming. If there is a car coming, I'll generally just stop and wait for the car to pass by. But if there is no cars, then I'll slow down, or sometimes I'll keep the same speed, but generally I try to slow down and I just drive onto the road a little bit until I pass the obstruction, and then I keep back onto the grass. Whenever I'm riding, I generally keep my eyes on the area right there in front of me and kind of there, so I can see what's coming up immediately, and then I can kind of see what's coming up a little bit down the road. So if this was a game of Tetris, this would be where the pieces are falling, and that's like the next piece that's up in the corner of the screen that you're waiting to come onto the screen as soon as this one hits the bottom of the screen. One of the best things that you can do to stay safe while you're out on a bike or a walk or in your car or really anything adventuring, you know, is to take your time. There's no rush. That's why you're out on an adventure in the first place, right? Is to just get out there and have some fun. So there's no need to rush. Take your time and just go slow and enjoy yourself. Take a look at the scenery here. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh boy, let's go. This is one of my favorite little adventure spots here. Check out this spot. This is the Peters Road. And there's this great little stream right here. This is a great spot to go fishing right here too. Oh, look at the big trees. It's beautiful. It's so nice. Look at all the moss on that one. I'm really excited about this next part of the ride. This is one of my favorite areas to ride on Prince Edward Island. This is the Peters Road, and there's all this beautiful tree canopy that hangs over the road, and the smell is incredible. There's so many different types of trees. Oh, it's just beautiful. Check this out. Look at all the erosion on this road. And once this road was the same level as the forest way up there. I'd say that's probably 2 meters down. Alright, look at this giant puddle. This might be a big mistake, but I can't resist. Oh! 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 found a big old piece of birch bark here on the side of the road. I'm gonna take a bit of that with us. Might light a fire once we get to Strathgartney, and we'll just stick that right in the back. Right here. Put that right in there. I'll show you what's inside here once we get to the park. This is a decent spot to ride if you have to ride along the side of the highway right here. And I'm going to try and get off the highway as fast as I can as well too. I only have to go a little bit further up here. But you see over here, I'm well away from the cars. They've got lots of space to pull off to the side if they need to. Plus I'm keeping an eye on them with my side view mirror as well too. I think a good rule to keep in mind is you don't want to put yourself in harm's way. And you certainly don't want to put anybody else in harm's way either. So just take your time, go slow, take it easy, and we'll all get to where we want to go safely. The entrance to the park right here, so I guess we'll just go for a bit of a ride and we'll check things out, and I'll show you around a bit, and then we'll take a stop and have a bit of a break. Let's go check out that little pathway that runs up there. There's the entrance to the park over there, and we're only at the very entrance right here. It goes way back there, and there's all these really nice walking trails and a big hill and all these great areas to camp over there. It's really nice. I used to come here a lot as a kid, and come here a lot with my family as well too. I like to come here, adventure. Oh, this is just a really nice park. A speed limit sign that actually applies to me. I'll have to not drive my maximum speed within the park here, since this baby goes 32 kilometers an hour. The limit here is 20. Cool. Actually, before we get going here, this is kind of an interesting thing. This, a long time ago, used to be a fresh natural water spring, but since then, unfortunately, it's not fit for human consumption anymore, or at least according to that sign over there, it isn't. But anyways, it's really pretty. Take down that way as well too. Okay, so we're in the middle of the park now, and let's have a look around and see what our surroundings look like. So we've got a shelter down there, and there's a playground right there for the kids. And up here, there's a really big hill that you can go up, and that's a really old area of the park way up there. This park dates all the way back to the 1950s, and people used to camp way up there a long time ago. Oh, these roads have seen better days. Wow. Here it is, folks. This is one of the best views on Prince Edward Island right here. We're at the top of Strathgartney Provincial Park. It's so beautiful. You can see for so far in the distance. It's a pretty rare sight on Prince Edward Island. We don't really have any mountains. All we have are really big hills here. This is beautiful. anybody uses this area up here anymore, but a long time ago, this is where people used to camp up here. There used to be campsites. This is where people would park their cars along here. Sorry about the wind noise, folks. There's not much I can do about it. Might be wondering what those cabins are over there. They're really neat. They're these luxury sort of glamping cabins. I've never been in any of them, but I've seen pictures and they look really nice inside. Not my style. I prefer tents. Alright, let's head down to the bottom of the park there now. I'll show you some of the trails. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Woo! You know what, folks, that was so much fun. I think I'm gonna go do that again. I had a thought. Nobody's in those cabins right now. I'm pretty sure that there isn't. I don't see any cars. There's no people around. In fact, the whole park's empty right now, except for a couple that just arrived for a walk down there. But if there was anybody in those cabins, I wouldn't be doing this. You know, I wouldn't want to bother anybody. I try to be respectful, you know. But nobody's around. I'm not bothering anybody. So yeah, game's on. I'm having fun. All right, folks, here we go. Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun. Let's go. Woo! Has these cool domes as well too. I'm not sure if anybody's inside that one. Let's go and check it out. Lights are all out. It's empty. Nobody's in there. Is it open? Nah, it's all locked. I think it costs money to rent these. They sure are nice inside. How big it is. Wow. They didn't have stuff like this when I was a kid. That was a really long time ago though. There's a couple of neat things over there. This is a big Frisbee golf course. This whole park is a giant Frisbee golf course. In fact, there's a whole thing here about Frisbee golf. Lots of people are really into it. I never actually tried it myself, but it looks pretty cool, you know. I love getting out for adventures and this sort of thing here. That's my style. But look over there, it looks like a barbecue. That's also my style. I think we'll go check that out. I think the idea is that you throw your Frisbee, it hits those chains, and then it gets stuck in there. I think that's how you score a point. Alright, there's the barbecue. Let's go see that. Oh, this is something. I gotta get off the bike for this. Check it out. This is so cool. Wow. This is so nice. Got like a big iron rod here for stoking the fire with. Leftover coals in there. You get your firewood and you toss that in there, light that up. You got yourself a big grill here. Move that around so you can get access to the wood. Oh, that is so nice. I'd love to cook over that. Wow, that's nice. Now we're in the bottom corner of the park here. You can see that's where the trails are over there. We'll have a look at them in a moment. But I just wanted to take a second to show you a view of the park from over here. We came in over there, that's where the road is, and then we went up that way, drove up the hill, and that's the road that we drove, or the big hill that we came down, and then that's where the dome is down here, and that's where some bathrooms. And okay, I think I'll just drive around for another minute or so here, and then we'll go check out the trails. Okay, here's the trail. You can see by the sign, no motorized vehicles, so I'm not going to ride my bike any further in here. But this is a really, really beautiful trail system to walk along. Might not be a good idea to walk in there right now anyways. There is a hurricane slash tropical cyclone storm thing coming along here as well too, and it's pretty windy, you know. I don't want any trees to fall on me. Yeah, there's another trail right over there. Well, same trail, just a different entrance to it. So I want to go and show you that other entrance over there. Here we go. This is, I think, the main entrance to the trails right here. These are the ones I remember walking along whenever I was a kid. I can remember one time my family and I, we were walking along this trail right up here, and it goes along a big hill up there. And when we got to the top, it was early in the evening, and there was a big giant owl up there, and it flew right down at us. It didn't attack us or anything, it just flew right over our heads. I have a lot of really fond memories of this park, going for walks with all kinds of friends and family members over the years. And I can remember flipping over logs and looking for salamanders as well too. That was a lot of fun doing that as a kid. I remember I was really lucky. Our dad took me and my brothers out to go look for salamanders before, and we used to find them as well too. Let's go see if we can find one now. Oh, it's good to give the legs a stretch. Oh wow. All right. So I'm going to show you how to find salamanders. Let's go look for some. See that rock over there? That's where we're going to go look. Oh, look at that. There's something on here. Somebody made some sort of a little, I don't know what it is. Looks like they were trying to make a fire. That's what it looks like. Cool. Yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna move that out of the way. Just gonna flip this over. We're gonna have a look. There's one right there. Right there, see? Look at that. Salamander. I hope you can see this okay, folks. I don't want to touch him. I don't want to harm him. But there's a cool salamander right there. Oh, look, there he is. There he is. Hey, buddy. It's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to say hello. I love this park. And there's so much great nature here. All right, buddy. I don't want to disturb you, so I'll tell you what. I'll just. Okay. Our buddy's all cuddled up in there underneath the dead leaves there, and we'll just leave him be. Thanks for saying hi, salamander. We'll see you later. Oh, you know what? This nice little there. Put that right there. He's got a nice little home there now. Check that out. And if I was a salamander, I'd love that. Sick. He's got himself a nice little stream right down there. Practically a mansion right there. You guys living it up. Nice. Enjoy your day, salamander. That was neat. It's like the very first rock we flipped over, we found one. Let's go see if we can find another one. Cool. Okay. I like to look underneath rocks or big pieces of bark or small logs, big logs, that sort of stuff. You just want to be in a damp area like this. It's got lots of leaves on the ground. Here's a couple of candidates here, folks. Okay, let's have a look at this rock right here. Check this one out. Okay. Oh, look, there's one right there. Here's one. It's a pretty big one. Look at that. Look at that one. Oh, it's a nice looking one. Here, buddy, put this leaf over you. There you go. You can just hang out in there. There you go. Cool. Let's look over here and see if we can find one more. Let's try this little log here. Nope, none that time. There's something really gross and slimy and brown right here. Yuck. There's more mushrooms here too. Not sure if that's a chanterelle. Look at that. There's nice. Look at that pretty orange one right there. Wow, look at that. And look, there's some nice little white ones down there. Cool. Where are we gonna find one more salamander? Oh, listen to that wind. The storm's definitely blowing in. Okay, let's hurry up and find this salamander, and then we'll make ourselves maybe a coffee here, and then we'll probably hit the road, head back home. Okay, yeah, let's try this rock. Okay. No salamanders there. Just a little rock, this one. No salamanders. This rock's already been moved a little bit, so maybe somebody else was here looking for salamanders too. There's the Coleman bike parked right over there at the entrance to the trail. It's starting to rain now quite a bit. I'm gonna run into one of those shelters here. One more salamander though. Oh, right there, folks. Right there. See that log? Got a good feeling about it. Okay. Just nice and gentle here. Go. Oh, more salamanders. They're sort of like a dark gray, blackish color, and I think they have red bellies. I don't want to pick one up. I don't want to disturb them too much. There's a good spot right there. See that piece of birch? Let's check it out. No, none there either. Wow. 2 in a row and then none. How about this one? No, a few more pieces of wood here. I'm just gonna turn over a few more pieces and see what we find. Bark. Pretty stormy out there, so I think it's time to head back to the bike, and we'll go check out those shelters there, and we'll see if there's one of them that we can go and hang out in, and maybe we can make a little fire, and we can make ourselves a coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna look around for a place where I can hang out and get out of the rain and the weather for a moment. I thought that these shelters were open to the public, these ones here. The doors look closed right now, and I'm not sure if it's open or not, so let's go check it out and see if it is. No, I don't think that it's open. Looks like it's full of junk, actually. You know, it is sort of mid-September, and the park's closed down for the year now officially, so maybe that's why it's not open. I think it used to be open year-round though. There used to be doors on it. nice because you can just kind of go in there and have a picnic whenever you wanted. It's great. Let's keep looking. We'll find somewhere. Barbecue right up here if you wanted. Picnic table and everything up there. I'm not sure if this is available for everybody to use or not, but it, you know, there's no signs that say no trespassing or anything. It looks like it's okay. Cool. Anyways, I'm gonna keep looking though. I'll look for a better spot. This is where we used to camp a long time ago. I think you can still set up your tents down here, you know. I've heard that people still go camping here. I'm not sure if you're allowed to or not. Right there. There's a tree that's been cut down right beside it. It's probably about 1 meter in diameter. And look at that big giant sandstone right beside it. Probably the foundation from something that was here a long time ago. Okay, yeah, this isn't too bad. It's cool. So that's the entrance to the park right over there. And so we just came from way over there. And that's where the top of the hill is. And so we're sort of in the, I don't know, the inside left corner here. And this would be a nice place to hang out for a minute and get out of the rain. Alright, let's have a look and see what's inside the box here. Okay, so just get that Birch Bark and the water bottle out of here. Put that over here on the table. Actually, you know what? Let's put the bike a little bit closer to the table. This is our bag of camera gear here. Nothing too interesting in there. There we go, that's our cup and our food and cooking stuff. Some pieces of wood that I grabbed from home that I knew would be dry. There's a bush stove there. And get my knife out. And I got a pair of gloves in here as well too. And I've got an axe, flashlights, tools, first aid kit, some rope, and some more camera gear. And I've got a little bag installed on the side, and that's where I keep my wallet and keys. Let's look at the rest of this box. It's kind of neat. On the side of it, I've got this leather holder I installed. And that's to hold my tripod, but I didn't want to bring that today. I've got a light on the back of the bike here that lights right up whenever I turn the engine on. And that's great because I don't have to worry about recharging any batteries or anything like that. It just is powered right from the engine of the bike. They're flashing on the camera, but they don't really flash in real life. I think that's just because of they're flickering because of the camera. And over on this side, I've got a hook here. Not really sure what to use that for. I've just put it on there with dreams of hanging a water bottle from it someday, maybe. And I've got this other hook here, and that's just good for hanging just kind of whatever off of. I stained it this nice dark finish. Thought that would look really nice with the orange color of the bike. And I used tung oil on it as well too. And that helps to keep the rainwater off of it. I like that it's got this nice big flat surface on it here And I made sure to put an edge on it so that I can put tools and things and I can just rest on there and it won't fall off. Yeah, so I think I'll just hunker down here for a little while now, make a cup of coffee and just sort of relax and enjoy the rainy, stormy sort of weather here. It's nice, you know? It's not that bad at all. This is a great shelter. I'm pretty protected from the wind and the rain here, so it's a nice place to hang out for the next little while. Alright, so here's the plan. I think I'm gonna make a fire, but I'm not gonna make it on the picnic table here. Just, I don't want to damage it. I don't want it to burn the table at all, just because of the ashes and stuff. So I think I'm just gonna build it on the concrete floor here, and that way the little bush stove won't damage anything. And it's just a little fire anyways, you know. I think it's not really gonna cause any harm. Going to process a little bit of this wood here, not too much. Just going to break it down into some smaller little pieces that'll fit inside the bush stove a bit easier. Here's a closer look at the little wood stove that we're using. Nothing fancy, wasn't expensive. I think it cost about $30 Canadian. I ordered it off of Amazon. And then it's got this little grate here to put your wood on. And yeah, it works just dandy. I've used it a whole bunch of times. It gets really hot. Boils water really fast. It's great. A bunch of birch bark from earlier. That's going to make it really easy to light this fire. I'm going to just break this wood down just a little bit, just to make it light maybe a little bit easier. Let's see. Oh, that's not going to work. There we go. Let's just break this down into smaller pieces that are easier to manage. This is just some old wood that I had sitting around in the barn. I think it's mostly just pine. Some bigger pieces there, small two. Really big piece there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through this big one. I'll try it. Oh, sorry, my hand. I really want to step on it with my shoes here. I really should be able to break through that. Don't want to hurt myself. Yeah, no. Nah. Not gonna bother. Alright, let's get this fire going now. So here's what we'll do. Just get started with birch bark here. Just cut that up into some smaller little pieces. There we go. light that. And then I'm gonna put these little sticks on right here, and then the medium ones, and then we'll put the big ones on last. So I got my Zippo over here, and I just filled it up right before I left. So hopefully the fire will start without too much trouble. All right, let's give it a go. Okay, I'm gonna try here, folks. This birch light's okay. No, we might be going here, folks. Okay. Okay, so we got some fire. Let's put some of our small little pieces here. You want that up on top of the birch. You want to start to concentrate this heat here. You want to get that right on top of the flames. Oh, don't want those pieces of birch to fall down to the bottom. You want them to stay on top. Except for burn. Or, I don't know if it's birch or whatever it is. It smells like birch, actually. Oh, it smells amazing. Okay, I think we're going here, folks. Oh, it smells so good. Gives off quite a bit of heat too. It's nice. That birch, man, it smells so good. That birch bark just lights so easily as well too. It's great. Okay, I'm just gonna put a bit more of this wood on the fire here. And then I'm gonna boil up some water and make a cup of coffee. Okay, so I'm going to close the door of this, and ooh, our fire's burning really nicely. Yes. I wasn't too sure. It's kind of stormy out here. It's pretty damp too. But you know, if you've got some really good stuff to light it with a big bunch of birch bark and some really dry wood, generally you're pretty good. Okay, I'm going to put the big scary knife away now. No, this is a provincial public park. I don't want to scare anybody. You know, I think that the knife's perfectly okay to use. I just bought it at Canadian Tire, you know. And I'm not doing anything reckless out here with it. But you know, I don't want to scare anybody. I want everybody to be able to enjoy the park the same way. Okay. So we got our water bottle here. Our fire's going. Got a little pile of wood right there. Keep it going with. Now we're just gonna get a pot out here. Get some water on the boil. Usually fill it up to the bottom of those holes or so. Yeah, somewhere around there. Okay. Now we'll just put that in the fire and we'll give that a few minutes to let it boil. I set my stopwatch to see how long it takes to boil this water here. They always say online it only takes 3 minutes, but I don't know. I think it's going to take longer than that. You know, we're 30 seconds in here. I am not seeing any crab eyes yet. Bunch of salt. I don't have a lot of water, so I don't want to waste it. I do want to rinse that out. I want salty coffee. We're gonna make Cowboy coffee here. Oh boy, it's my favorite kind. All right, it's starting to make some sounds. Starting to see a couple little teeny tiny bubbles in there. I don't know. 2 minutes, 13, 14 seconds. I don't know. Maybe. Better put a little bit more wood in there. that is hot. Ouch. Oh. Spill the water too. Oh. Some bigger bubbles in there now, but not quite boiling yet. Almost. But we're at 4 minutes 13 seconds and counting. So I don't know, maybe like 6 minutes, 8 minutes, we'll see. Still pretty fast though. I love the idea that you get yourself one of these wood stoves, and as long as you're using it carefully, you know. I just love coming out here and making a little fire, safely of course, making a little fire and enjoying nature. It's one of the best ways to calm your soul. We're really cooking here now. Boy, oh boy, is that fire ever going well. Let's check on the, oh, look, we're starting to boil here. Okay, well there you have it, folks. Took about 5.5 minutes. That's pretty darn good, actually. That's pretty darn good. 5 minutes to a rolling boil. That's great. Okay, so let's get our coffee on now. Okay, so here's how I do this. I've got this little, tiny little, it says Love Perfect Mason jar in here. And I sort of take the cap and I fill that up with coffee. So this is just a single serving. I fill it up with coffee. This is generally sort of like a medium to coarse grind you want here. You don't want it too fine. Okay, then I'm gonna just dump it right in. Okay, close that. And it's gonna boil over a bit there, but that's okay. And then we're gonna, time that for 3 minutes. Here we go. Get our coffee. Pour it back up here. We're gonna cook that for 3 minutes. Just gonna check on things here. Yeah, we're doing good. You wanna have a look? There. See some of the coffee spills in the lid. That's okay. Got a good boil going here. Some of you might wonder, does this make the coffee taste burnt? No, not at all. You just got to be really careful. Don't cook it too long. One of the other questions I get about making coffee like this is it full of coffee grounds? You know, because you're boiling the coffee grinds right in the water, and then you're gonna pour it right in your cup, and then you're gonna pour it right in your mouth. You know, and yeah, you do get a little bit of coffee grinds. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not at all bad. It's not at all what you think. Part of the fun of making Cowboy coffee is trying to keep the grinds out of your coffee, and it takes a bit of practice, but with some practice you can actually get pretty good at it. There's a bit of technique involved with it, and I'll show you my tips that I've learned here, my tricks that I've learned over the years of making a nice cup of Cowboy coffee. Almost done. We're 2 minutes in. Okay, coming up on 3 minutes. All right, now I'm gonna purely go by feel. When it feels like it's done, it's done. I'm gonna lift up the pot and I'm just gonna put it right there. But I'm not gonna do it with my hands. I'm gonna do it with this nice dishcloth that my wife made. We don't use it anymore because it's all kind of torn out, you know. Here we go. Okay, feels right. I'm gonna take it off. There. Okay, I just took the coffee off the fire and I just want to let it hang out there for a minute. It's just going to chill there for a minute, and what that's going to do is it's going to let the grinds stop sort of moving all over the place because it was in that big rolling boil. They're just going to sort of settle down to the bottom, and everything's just going to relax for a little while there, and then we'll pour it. But we're just going to wait for it to cool down a little bit. And generally I still wait for the handle to cool down until I can touch it. While we wait for that, let's ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. Ooh, let's put a little bit more wood in here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, we're running out. That's, ow, ow, ooh, ouch. Oh, that was hot. That's okay. We got our Oh, let's just take that off there. Just put that right in there like that. So we got our coffee burn. We got our coffee burned now. We got our coffee boiled and cooked here now. Okay, I gotta close this up again here. I don't want to burn myself this time. So I'm gonna try and do it a bit smarter. There. There we go. See, look at that. Okay, let's just put that piece in there too. There we go. We're right down to the coals, but it's so hot. And that wood's so dry, it just ignited pretty much instantly. I got this other block here. Once that burns down a little bit more, I'll put this big one in there too. Okay, our coffee's ready to pour. The handle is cool to the touch. And here's how we do it, folks. First, we get our coffee cup. Put a little bit of water in there. Rinse it out. There we go. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pour the first little bit of coffee out because there's a little bit of grinds that get stuck in the spout here. And then just a little bit, and then once that's gone, then we'll pour the rest in the cup. Okay. So here we go. Just have a look at the inside. It's all relaxed in there now. Okay, so we're just gonna pour this first little bit in here. And keep an eye on this, on the coffee that's coming out. You'll see that there's gonna be some grinds in the first little bit here. But as soon as the grinds stop, there we go. It's just a little bit down there, just a little bit. There we go, we'll pour that out, get rid of that. Now, all the coffee that comes out here should be pretty clean. Okay, let's have a look at it. A little bit of grinds. Start, but that's okay. Look at this. Look how nice and clean that is. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's like golden oil. Oh, it looks beautiful. I tried to get the whole pour in one shot, but I wasn't able to. Okay, and I pour until it pretty much stops, because that's when you're going to start to get some grinds falling into it. But there we are. It's a nice cup of Cowboy coffee right here at Strathgartney Provincial Park. Oh yeah. So it's not super strong, it's not really light. It's just like regular coffee, but tastes campy. I gotta wait a little while for this coffee to cool enough so that I can actually drink it. I'm just gonna hang out here for a minute, relax, enjoy the scenery, warm up by the fire here. Yeah, it's nice. Whoa, check out this caterpillar. It's huge. It's the size of my hand. Look at the size of it. Whoa. It's yellow and it's got these yellow sort of spiky hairs on it and these big blacky sort of spiky looking hairs on it too. Wow. Well, it's starting to get a little bit late, and I'm starting to get that feeling like I should head home. So I think we're gonna wrap up today's adventure. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to hit the like button. And you can subscribe to the Mears Lab channel for more as well too. It was a lot of fun heading out here to Strathgartney Provincial Park in Prince Edward Island. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.